Welcome to Corporate Information Center. Um, I've looked at the questions, and these are questions from previous years. Um, Looked at from 2022, 2023, and so on, and 2023 semesters. After analyzing this document, I came up with 27 questions, which will cover all modules and all possible kind of questions you should be expecting as a student, as CIC students. So we delve in directly with the first questions. We'll go down to the first question and we'll answer it from there. The first question here is on discuss the concept of information. The answer, information is data that has been processed, organized, contextualized, structured in a meaningful way to provide context. So let me go over it again. Information is data that has been processed, organized, and structured in a meaningful way to provide context, relevant value for decision making. It transforms raw data into actionable insights that can be used to support planning, control, problem solving activities within the organization. A typical example is a sales report summary summarizing monthly transactions help managers identify trends and make informed decisions about inventory restocking. The answer was gotten from Corporate Information Center notes, Module 1, Session 1. Now, suppose you are the information manager of ABC company, and in your company responsibilities is your primary responsibility is provision of information that would aid better decision making and invariably bring about increased productivity and profit for your company. What are the 5 characteristics the information you provide must meet? First, we have accuracy. The information must be accurate, free of errors, precise for the purpose of which it is intended. Example, providing exact sales figures instead of approximate sales figures to ensure better forecasting. Two, timeliness. One of the one of the 5 characteristics of information you must provide: timeliness. Information must be delivered at the right time to support effective decision making. Real-time inventory updates held to avoid stock out and overstocking. This is an example. So timely information must be delivered at the right time to support effective decision making. We're looking at relevance. For the information must address specific needs and concerns of the users. Market research data, for example, to launch a new product rather than a general industry data. Completeness, relevance, completeness. We move to completeness. The information must include necessary details to avoid misleading conclusions. To avoid misleading conclusions. And we example is a financial report. The financial report must cover both revenue and expense for a full picture of the profitability. Accessibility. There's no importance of information when it is not accessible by authorized personnel. So information should be easily obtainable and accessible by authorized personnel. For example, storing sales data in a centralized database accessible to sales team whenever they need them. So it is under the answer is under module 2 studies, module 1 study section 2 information characteristics. Define the information system of your choice. Define an information system of your choice. An information system is a set, define an information system of your choice. An information system is a set of components that work together to collect, process, store, disseminate information, support decision making, and control within an organization. So, example, enterprise resource planning. This system helps to integrate core business functions like inventory, accounting, HR into a unified platform to streamline operation. So this is an information system of our choice that we've defined. Define information system of your choice. So this is one. Enterprise resource planning is an information system. So we're going to discuss the significance here of information system in 5 points. Decision support. One, provides timely and accurate data to help managers make informed decisions. Example, a retail information system generates sales report to identify the best-selling products, the best-selling hours, the best-selling team, than the best-selling period, and so on and so forth. We have two, efficiency improvement. Automate routines, reduces error and save time. That's the difference between man versus machine. So man usually does routine tasks which can bore them and as a result can begin to make errors. But you see, improving efficiency, the information system improve efficiency by automating tasks, thereby making it more efficient and saving time. For example, an accounting information system automates payroll calculation and makes it very accurate, and easy to compute. So we go ahead to resource management. Tracks and allocate resources. That's number three. Track and allocate resources effectively within the organization. So um, thereby, example is inventory system monitors stock levels to optimize procurement. So that is an example. So yeah, my inventory store, the storekeeper, the inventory system there that the storekeeper use or the store uses will monitor the stock level, whether it's high or low, and optimize procurement. So with this, they can now make decision for procurement for suppliers to supply them, and they can place orders and other things. It can alert them. So that's the importance of instead of being overstocked, and at the end of the day some items might not be used, they can expire, and uh, and also cause financial loss. So that's resource management. Track and allocate resources to uh, effectively within the organization, and to effectively make sure that procurements are made and inventory systems are being monitored and stock level is being known. Collaboration. Collaboration and communication facilitates information sharing across department like the e, enterprise resource planning. Project management tools like Slack enhance teams collaboration. That's an example. Then enterprise resource planning, department by department are talking with each other, and when they do not understand certain information, they raise query or ask more detailed information, more guided information. So when you go to strategic planning, support long-term planning, forecasting by providing analytical tool. We talked about the stock level inventory from the information system that helps to monitor stock level and optimize procurement. So this is it can be done on short term, it can be done on long term, and when organizations plan on long term, that is a strategic goal, strategic planning. So customer relationship system help to predict customer trends. So there's a strategic planning. So we are done with that. We are into question number 5. Corporate Information Center is a system that used to convert data from internal and external to information and communicate the information to managers for what purpose, discuss the purpose. One, decision making. provides actionable insights to assist managers in strategic, tactical, and operational decisions. Strategic, tactical, and operational decision. Sales strength, for example, to decide the product on promotion, to decide on product promotion, especially when the product is not doing well, then you can use the sales strength to make that decision, actionable decision, to promote that product and reach out to certain areas where you feel the product is not well marketed and but is needed there. And two, resource optimization helps allocate resources like human capital and finances. So to avoid wastage, budget allocation for marketing campaigns based on ROI, return on investment analysis. We have uh, um performing, monitoring, and tracking organizational performance against the set goals. So, so performance monitoring, number three, which is tracking organizational performance against set goals, using KPI dashboard to monitor sales teams' productivity. Problem solving identifies bottleneck and provides data-driven solution. Highlights efficiencies in chain supply management, highlighting inefficiencies in chain supply management, thereby uh, providing solutions for them. That's problem solving. Strategic planning supports long-term goal by identifying emerging market trends and opportunities. Strategic planning. So this is a competitive analysis to explore new market. So this is slightly similar with the questions we just answered earlier on. It's a corporate information center is a system used to convert data from internal to external into information and communicate them to managers for what purpose? For what purpose? And these are the purposes we listed. And you see here, discuss the significance of information system. So, and CIC here is a corporate information center is a system. So you see, the moment you say it's a system, yeah, then it relates to the one up here that says significant, discuss the significance of information system in 5 points. That's the purpose of the information system, the importance. Decision support, efficiency improvement, resource management, collaboration and communication, strategic planning. Here you see decision making, resource optimization, performance and monitoring, problem solving, strategic planning. So we go down here again. Corporate Information Center is used broadly in various contexts. Itemize the two contexts that it's used in today. So it's used in various contexts. So itemize two contexts, which it is used for decision support. CIC support managers in analyzing decision and making strategic uh, decisions, and this will help the organization identifying potential, for example, potential market expansion, potential areas they should pay attention, potential insights. So, and decision support helps for actionable insight, actionable decision making, strategic planning on the long term. So, we have resource management. CIC facilitates the allocation and tracking of organizational resources. Yeah, budgeting and tracking, stocking, resource management, store activities, relationship with customers, suppliers, so to avoid overstocking, and relationship with customers and suppliers when it comes to issues of expired products or sold products. So resource management is going to help you manage your resources. You know where to allocate them, you know where to track the organizational resources, where it's going to in case there's wastage, in case there's overspending, in case there's underspending, in case there is spendings that are supposed to be made quarterly, monthly, seasonally, weekly. So it helps to manage all these things, facilitates the allocation of resources to the proper channels where it will be used to avoid resource wastage. So these are two contexts which CIC broadly used. And another way you can look at it is corporate information center is broadly used in two. in various contexts. Itemize two contexts. So those are two contexts. Uh, here we go, number 7. Corporate information center typically made up of 12 elements. The 12 elements can be grouped into 4 categories. List the 4 categories and describe and briefly discuss them. Let's see. So technology refers to the tools used to store and process information, database system and software application. Information access involves ensuring data is readily available and accessible, especially example vendors services for acquiring market intelligence. Information research marketing focuses on gathering and analyzing data for decision making. Example, market research under consumer, understanding consumer behavior. Knowledge management encompasses the organization sharing, utilization of knowledge. So that's for list the 4 categories and briefly discuss them. So these are the 4 categories. Uh, so these are the 4 categories. So we have technology, information access, information research and marketing. We have knowledge management. Knowledge management. So let's confirm that particular uh, answer from the notes. It talks about the answer being in module 3. So let's check module 3. 12 elements of, you see it here, 12 elements of the information center. Let me see, it's after, it's 2.2. I missed it out. Two point two. 12 elements of the information center. So here we have 12 elements of information center. They are made up of, okay, so it's correct. We're made up of 12 elements that can be grouped into 4. Technology, information access, information research, job marketing, and knowledge management. Those 12 elements can be grouped into 4. So the answer I provided here is correct. Yes. So information technology may have components like technical, information management, information informatics. All right, so let's continue. So you see, we verified that answer. 12 elements that can be grouped into 4. And the 4 group is technology, information access, information research and marketing research, then knowledge management. So those are the elements of corporate information center, 12 elements which are grouped into 4. So we proceed with the questions and answer section. We're going to list and discuss briefly 5 components of information communication technologies, which, if you notice right here from the material, we have hardware, which is the physical equipment associated with machines and media. So one is machine, computers, and other equipment, and computer system, which is the interconnectedness, the peripherals, and uh, other examples are microcomputer system, mid-range computer system, and large-range computer system. Two, we have software, the programs and procedures. Software resource includes all sets of information processing instruction. This generic concept of software includes not only programs but direct control computers, but also sets the information processing procedures. Softwares include uh, system operation softwares such as operation systems. Then we have two application software, which are programs that direct the processing of a particular use by computer end users, by use of computer by end users. So we have procedures. Procedures are operating instructions for people who will use the information. Example, instructions to fill out paper form using particular software. So let me go back to the summarized note because I want to be fast. Data, information stored in database and system, consumer data in the CRM, and the organizational data in the ERP. These are data that are stored in a system. So those are five components of system. So information system. One is hardware, which is physical devices like computer, servers, and the rest. We have softwares, which are program applications that manage the processes, data and the processes. So we have data, information stored in the database or the system. So we have networks. These are communication systems like internet, extranet, and the internet. So example like a company wide local range network, the LAN. That's the local area network. So the LAN. So we have procedures. Lastly, processes and guidelines for ICT system, protocols for accessing confidential data. So those are procedures. Procedures are the instructions. We looked at it here. Procedures are the operating instructions that people follow when they use an information system. When they use an information system. Network procedures are commands for combining components above to process information. So for combining components above, so we combine the software, we combine the data, we combine the networks, everything. So what we have here, commands are combining components above to process information and produce preferred output. The last component of information system is always the process. A process is a series of steps undertaken to achieve a desired outcome or goal. Information systems are becoming more and more integrated with organizational process, bringing more productivity and control to those processes. But simply automating these activities using technology is not enough. Business looking to effectively utilize information systems are doing more. So using technology to manage and improve process within a company and externally with suppliers and customers is the ultimate goal. So I go back to the condensed version. So here we have five components of an information and communication technology. We have hardware, we have the software, we have the data, we have the network, and we have the procedures. Enumerate four uses of information in corporate organization. Decision making, support strategic and operational decisions. Strategic operations are decisions that are on long term for long term goals. While operational decisions are the ones you do for daily activities, for daily operation to ensure smooth running, using sales data to decide on inventory restocking. So that's an example. Performance monitoring tracks progress towards organization of goals. Employee productivity reports. So performance monitoring tracks progress towards organizational goals. Performance monitoring of both the staff, of both the organization. So that's what you can use. Uses of corporate organization, uses of information in corporate organization. Communication, information must be communicated with the stakeholders and other stakeholders can be internal or external. So communication, facilitate internal and external communication between stakeholders. Email system for team communication, that is for internal stakeholders like workers and directors and other people. Problem solving identifies inefficiency and suggests solution, analyzing customer feedback and improve services. And then we go down to list and explain 5 impacts of the internet on company profitability, on companies' profitability. One, enhanced marketing reach allows customers to target global audience, such as through the cyberspace. So, online advertising campaigns through social media. Two, cost reduction reduces operational costs through digital automation. Most companies do not have a real space now. That's like Amazon and Konga and Jumia. So they are just sell eBay. They all sell e-commerce platform, lowering bricks and mortar expenses. They're having is a real space store that they have to clean, that they have to provide security for. However, they still need internet security, that's cyber security for uh, the digital automation and the digital space. Improves customer engagement, enables direct interaction with customers. Chatbots provide 24/7 support, for example. Innovation. 4, innovation in products and services. It facilitates rapid product development, crowdsource, crowdsourcing ideas from customers online. So data-driven decision making provides real-time analytics for business strategy using Google Analytics to track website performance. So this one is data driven decision making. So you can't make decisions blindly. They are driven by data. You know which product sells best, what time of the year, you know the product that is not performing, you know the market strategies that you used the last time or is being used, you know the latest technology. Everything is driven by data, meaning that you can make more informed decision for real-time analytics, and this will help business strategies on the long run. So we have list. Question 11 says, list the categories of knowledge that could be generated in your organization and suggest ways to manage them. Well, we under knowledge management, you know, we had categories of knowledge: explicit knowledge, formalized and codified knowledge that from such as documents and manuals stored in database ensure easy access through knowledge management system. Two, we have tacit knowledge. Tacit knowledge. These are knowledge based on personal experience, skills, and intuition. Fosters mentorship programs, collaborative tools, and knowledge sharing. We have latent knowledge, knowledge that is yet to be discovered and formalized, is encouraged through brainstorming sections, research to uncover those latent knowledge that latent, they have not been discovered at all. Cultural knowledge, these are values, belief, and norms guiding organization. We have management, for example, documents organizational culture in onboarding materials and promote discussion. So um, cultural knowledge, which is organizational culture, which is beliefs, values, and norms that guide the organization, have been documented in uh, documents in what we usually call it in HR, we call it employee handbook, or we call it employee handbook. Yes, usually employee handbook. So the employee handbook or the conditions of service will tell you about the organizational culture when you are being onboarded, when you are being uh, when they do what we usually call in school orientation. So for new employees, so that they understand the culture and the beliefs of the organization, and this promotes discussion and also helps the new worker or the new employee know how the organizational culture and what is expected and what is not expected. A process knowledge, operational know-how specific to organizational workflow. Example, creating standard operational procedures and conduct training sections. That is uh, operational know-how to organizational workflows. Every organization has the way they they do their work and schedule their work. That's the workflow. Now, looking at that, the workflow, that's the work process also. Looking at it for a one-man organization, the workflows are haphazard. The owner of the organization can be the cleaner, can be the accountant, can be the driver, can be the salesperson. For a more structured organization, for bigger and larger organization, operational know-hows are specific, meaning that there's going to be division of labor, standardization, and everything. So that's the process knowledge. In this standardization, in this division of labor, in big organizations, so the organizational workflow is what keeps this operational know-how. So the engineer knows how he's going to build the door for a car. The tire maker knows how he's going to make the tire. So that's the for the car. That's the operational know-how. The guy making the gearbox knows how he's going to make the gearbox, and that's for a vehicle production plant. That's the operational know-how and specific organizational workflows. And so down from initiation of the production of the engine parts, the bodies, till the car leaves the plant and down to the sales room. So that's the operational know-how specific to organizational workflows. So we are going down to 12. 12 says, uh, question 12 says, essential information is crucial for survival of organization. Discuss. And timely decision making. Access to essential information enables organization to respond quickly to market changes. Real sales, real sales data aids inventory management. Yes, timely decision making, timely information, access to information uh, would help to respond to market changes. There are periods where in a sales organization, a particular product is not doing well. So you might need to either close the plant temporarily so that you don't keep spending on on power, on transport, on let's say overhead cost and like cleaning, sweeping, and then the manpower. So you could shut down temporarily pending when the market changes occur again, maybe the peak period again, or the business picks up again, then you can continue uh, to produce or continue to operate. So timely decision making, the access to this information will help this decision changing. Real time sales data aids inventory management. So this is talking about real-time sales data. For example, you're operating an online store and your product is being bought. You can have a small place where you put inventory that if you have 20 products and each time there's an order, the product is going down, you know. So the inventory management is maybe when you have 12 products of 12 items of a particular product, as when it's getting to 6, it begins to notify you so that you can now call your supplier to supply you or go to the manufacturing plant to produce more if you produce it yourself. Operational efficiency, accurate information, streamline workflows and minimizes error. So it helps operational efficiency. So it'll be more efficient, what they call um, things like division of labor will occur and everybody knows his job, everybody knows how to streamline the workflow, the division of labor, cooperation, communication. So those things helps the operational efficiency. Then ERP systems integrate all operations into a seamless execution. So enterprise resource planning, that is for planning. So it helps streamlines, helps operational efficiency. Like we have competitive advantage, informed organizations stay ahead of their competitors, adapting modern trends and market analysis data to support production and innovation. Improves collaboration, sharing information, enhance teamwork and coordination. Cloud-based collaboration, promote tools and sharing knowledge. This cloud-based also helps uh, collaboration and promotion of knowledge sharing, even in organizations that are regionally based. Maybe you have a branch in Kaduna, you have a branch in Enugu, you have one in Osun State, you have one in Delta State. and you have a branch in all the regions and you want to share information and, promote collaboration. So this sharing of information will help organizational efficiency and organizational collaboration. So we have 13 here, the philosophy of corporate information center in an organization. Explain the philosophy. So philosophy usually is focuses on converting raw data into meaningful information to support decision making, enhance productivity, improve operational efficiency. That's the philosophy behind having a corporate information center in an organization. It ensures that information is timely, accurate, accessible, enables managers to plan, direct, control organizational activities. So 21st century is information driven. What crucial information resource and services are needed for organization for proper management? So here we have database repositories. Uh, so database repositories, these are centralized storage for easy access to structured information, customer relationship system, one. Two, business intelligence tool, analytic platform for data interpretation, W, visualization for visualizing market trend. So these are tools. These are the proper tools that the organization will need, crucial resources and services needed. So you have cloud services, remote data storage, assessing data flexibility for access and flexibility. So you look at a Google Cloud for collaborative documents and editing. Four, knowledge management system, tools for capturing and sharing organizational knowledge, wikis, intranet for employee resources. Five, communication tools, channel real-time communication tools for exchange of information such as Microsoft Teams, Slack for team collaboration, and Google Meet and WhatsApp and LinkedIn. We have You can chat on them. So these are channels for real-time communication. So five tools here. We have first tool here is database and repositories, which are centralized for easy storage and structure of information. Two, we have business intelligence tools like Microsoft Azure data interpretation platform, SPSS, Tableau, and all the others, analytic platforms for data interpretation. We have cloud services. We have remote data storage, access for flexibility, cloud services. We have knowledge management system, capturing and sharing organizational knowledge, wikis and intranets, and all the others. We have communication tools, time communication tools for exchange of data between the organization, such as between and outside the organization, Microsoft Teams, Slack for team collaboration or Slack for team collaboration. We have number 15 here. We have list and discuss codes of ethics expected for CIC employees in an organization. Confidentiality: employees must provide protect sensitive information from unauthorized assets, ensuring that client data is encrypted, secure, and unauthorized users do not have access to them. Integrity: employees should provide accurate and truthful information, avoiding manipulation of financial reports and other reports. So the data provided by the CIC must pass the integrity test. It must be truthful and accurate. Accountability: employees may take responsibility for their action, reporting any data breaches immediately to their supervisor. As an example, professionalism: employees must maintain high standard of their work, regularly updating their skills and staying current within the industry. That is an example. Impartiality: employees should handle information without bias, avoiding favoritism when analyzing employee performance data. So number one is uh, number one here was confidentiality, integrity, accountability, professionalism, and impartiality. Confidentiality, integrity, accountability, professionalism, and impartiality. Confidentiality, integrity, accountability, professionalism, and impartiality. These are the 5 code of ethics of a CIC employee within an organization. So these are very practical things. Um, Enumerate and explain 4 important components in a research proposal. First, we have the introduction, which is chapter 1. It provides access to the research topics, the statements, the objective, the scope of the research. It highlights the impact of, for example, highlighting the impact of employee engagement on organizational productivity. 2, literature review summarizing the existing literature, identify gaps and aims of the literature review. So of the literature review. I'm lost here. Let me go and go down. Okay. Then we have reviewing studies on digital transformation, for example, to justify new research. Methodology describes the method that and the research design, data collection, population intended, and the sample, and then analysis of the techniques using survey, SPSS data analysis in the study on consumer behavior. 4, significance of the study. They explain the expected contribution of the study to research activities. So this is it, like anticipating the policy recommendation for healthcare, improving healthcare accessibility. So let me see. This is it here for research proposal, not for a complete project. So, and we also have budget. You can also put in the budget, the timeline for a research proposal. So these are things you put in a proposal. So let's go. 17. Highlight and support with relevant example the components of ICT tools for an information center. The components, we already talked about this, the hardware, the software, the network, the data storage solution. Okay, it's a little bit different. So these are the physical components. So let's see the components. So physical devices used for data processing, the um, application such as server for hosting database. 2, software applications for managing and analyzing information. Library management software for cataloging books. 3, networks, systems for data exchange and communication. LAN enable employees to access shared resource. Data storage solution, platforms for storing and retrieving information. Clouds like Google Drive, and for securing uh, data sharing. So this is it. Explain in 4 paragraphs the ways information and communication technologies can be applied in an organization with its attendant economic benefits. So attendant economic benefit. 1, improve communication, enables efficient internal and external communication. Using Microsoft Teams for real collaboration reduces the need for physical meetings, saving money and time. So enhanced data management, it improves the data management, storing, retrieval of large volumes of data. ERP systems streamline inventory management, reducing wastage and improving resource allocation. So um, automating the process, automation of process. So ICT automates routine tasks, increasing efficiency. Payroll automation software reduces administrative overhead. Market research expense, market research expansion, sorry. ICT facilitates online marketing and e-commerce. So social media advertising allows organizations to reach its global audience at a lower cost. So that is reach market expansion. So when you look at it again, you see explained in 4 paragraphs. In 4 paragraphs, the way ICT, ways which ICT can be applied to organization attainment of economic benefit, improve communication, it enhance data management, automation process, and research, market research, market reach expansion. Networking, networking, here we have networking number 19. Networking is crucial to execution of online database list and discuss composition of a simple network and DBMS and the database management system. So one, nodes, NODES, device connected to networks such as computers and servers, database server hosting complete employee record. Connection medium, the physical and wireless link between the nodes. Network interface device, hardwares enabling the connectivity, network interface cards installed in the computers. Data management system, softwares for storing, retrieving information, MySQL, Oracle database management system used for managing. So this is 12 mark, the nodes, the connection, medium, and the network interface. So networking and internet. Networking and internet. So let me shed more light on that under networking and internet here. So that should be 2.3. So let's move down. This is module 3. So discuss the composition of the internet. The internet is a global network of interconnected systems using the Internet Protocol Suite, TCP or IP for communication. So let me go to the in-text here if I find that here. Okay, here we found it here. Briefly define an internet network. Adopting new technologies in different sectors of a country brings improvement and modernization of different sectors such as banking, e-commerce, and these new technologies help to improve lives. Explain in brief what it means by internet network to the extent of transforming degree dot is that is that. This doesn't really carry what it means by internet network. So here, go back here. Internet network. Discuss the composition of internet. So internet is a global network of interconnected computers using Internet Protocol Suite, that's the IPs or TCP for communication. Its composition includes servers which host the website, emails, a web server hosting and e-commerce, clients, device accessing the internet such as smartphone and laptop, routers and switches facilitate data transmission between devices, routers directing internet traffic for home users. Communication protocol define how data is transmitted, HTTP for web browsing and SMTP for email communication. So please take note of this. Discuss the composition of an internet. Internet is a global network for interconnected computers using an internet protocol suite for communication. Its components include one, the server, the client, two, the clients, three, the routers and the switches, four, the communication protocol. So under the servers, we have the servers are the ones that host the websites and the emails and the application. That's the softwares. So the web server hosting e-commerce is an example. Clients, these are the devices, the internet and the smart that can access the internet. These are the smartphones and the laptops and other devices that access the internet. The customer using a smartphone to shop online, that's a client. The router and switches. These facilitate transmission between devices. the routers directing internet traffic to home users, for example. And then communication protocol define how data is being transmitted. For example, HTTP is for browsing web and SMTP is for uh, email communication. So the basic thing here now is discuss the composition of the internet. That's 4.5 mark. That is, internet is a global network that is of interconnected system which uses an IP for communication, Internet Protocol Suite for communication. So it consists of servers, clients, the device that is the router switches, and then the router and switches, and then the communication protocol. So under uh, biometric system now, discuss 4 ways which biometric system can be used to protect information in your organization. One, authentication. Biometric system use unique physical traits such as fingerprint and iris pattern to prevent and verify user identity, to prevent unauthorized access and verify user identity. Employee log into computer company secure network using fingerprints for scanners. So 3, access control. Restrict entry of sensitive areas and systems to unauthorized personnel. To unauthorized personnel. To authorized personnel only, sorry, please. To authorized personnel. Restrict sensitive areas or system to authorized personnel only. Iris scanners to control access to data center is an example. Activity monitoring tracks user actions, maintain logs of security audits, biometric check time clock when employee access sensitive files when they log in and log out. So fraud prevention prevents unauthorized access and identify theft by requiring real-time biometric verification. So facial recognition ensure that only intended recipients can access confidential information. Example, explain 22, explain 5 paragraphs ways to facilitate access to corporate information resources for in your organization. Ways to facilitate access to implementing centralized data. Unified database allow all employees to access up-to-date information from a single source using enterprise resource planning to store all data ensures consistent and efficient access. Leveraging on cloud-based solution. Cloud platforms promote and cloud platform provide remote access to resources for employees working from various locations. Google Workspace allows secure document sharing and editing in real time, leveraging cloud-based solution. This will help facilitate access to corporate information in organization. Providing user training. Providing regular user training ensures all employees understand how to access and use information regularly and use information effectively. So conducting workshop using company internet for retrieving corporate documents. So you can do that during orientation, you can do that on the job, providing user training. So ensuring secure access protocol, role-based access control ensures that only authorized personnel can view specific resources. Managers accessing financial data should be in finance, while staff accessing operational data should be in operation. While staff access operational data, finance and other sensitive information should be also kept based on role based or position. For management staff and for operational staff and for lower cadre, they have the data they access. Regular system maintenance, ensuring system is up to date and free from bugs that can hinder access. The IT team regularly monitors and upgrade informations. So 27, 23, list and discuss 5 points that ethical concerns of information manager delivering information that creates value to organization. We talked about it: confidentiality, accuracy, impartiality, accountability. I won't be repeating this because we talked about it. Confidentiality, promoting sensitive information, protecting sensitive information from unauthorized. Accuracy, it must be free from errors, truthful and not manipulated. Impartiality, it must be free from bias, information without personal or an organizational agenda. Providing neutral market research and decision. Then accountability, taking responsibility for the consequences of the information provided, acknowledging errors in reports and providing corrections promptly. Data ownership, respecting intellectual property rights of data sources, citing external data sources in reports. So external data sources in reports should be cited. So 24, write short notes on the following with clear examples. Knowledge management, a systematic process of capturing, storing, and sharing, applying knowledge within organization to enhance its performance and decision making. A law firm maintaining a database of past legal issues for reference in future trials because they use judicial precedents. So customer, informed customer, a customer who has adequate knowledge about a product's price and often usage, often obtained through research and training. So a buyer of a car comparing vehicle specification on dealer's website before purchasing. So that is informed customer. So with clear example. So market research, process of gathering and analyzing data about customers, competitors, and market conditions to inform a business about decision. Conducting surveys to understand customer preferences of a new soft drink that is in market or a new soft drink flavor that has been produced. So the three. These are the three, right? The three. Okay, we move here. Right. What are the process of generating knowledge in organizations? State them in three short paragraphs. What are the process of generating knowledge in organization? First, in generation of knowledge, you have to capture the knowledge. It involves identifying and recording explicit and tacit knowledge from employees, process, and system. Documenting employee expertise through reviews and interviews and training material. Knowledge sharing. After capturing the knowledge, you must share the knowledge. Encouraging collaboration and communication to distribute the knowledge across team. Hosting knowledge sharing sections and using collaborative platform like Slack. 3. Knowledge application. After capturing, share, you apply. It's using the captured knowledge to improve the operations and innovate problem solving. So these are the three. Applying insight from past projects to ensure future strategies. These are the three. What are the process of generating knowledge in organization? State them in three short paragraphs. Knowledge capture, knowledge sharing, knowledge application. So we have here list and discuss categories being developed in organizations that you know. List and discuss categories of knowledge being discussed in an being developed in an organization. We have explicit knowledge, we have tacit knowledge, we have latent knowledge, we have cultural knowledge. These are not new, so you should know them. You should know them by now because of knowledge management is a compulsory course. So we have explicit knowledge codified and stored in documents. We have tacit knowledge, personal knowledge based on experience and intuition. We have latent knowledge, unstructured knowledge awaiting to be formalized. It has not been brought out, it has not been discovered. It's just hiding. That's why it's latent. We have cultural knowledge. These are shared values, norms, and practices within the organization, which we know as organizational culture, the collaborative culture of a startup encouraging teamwork, for example. 27. Commitment, according to Humphrey, has 6 conditions. State all and explain 5 of them with vivid example. I mean, clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose, understanding the organizational goal, a clear sustainability goal, motivate staff to reduce energy. So clarity of purpose, leadership support. Uh, Leaders should actively support initiative, access to resources, provide necessary tools to achieve the objective, offering advanced software and efficient data, open communication, encouraging transparent dialogue within teams, regular town hall meetings for feedback, recognition and award, acknowledging contribution to motivate employees. And six, we have alignment with values. So please, these are according to Humphrey. According to Humphrey, has six conditions. According to Humphrey, has six conditions. Commitment according to Humphrey has six conditions. Clarity of purpose, leadership support, access to resource, open communication, recognition of and rewards, alignment with values. So one again, we go here, clarity of purpose, the purpose, leadership support, leaders must support actively, then support activities and other things. Leaders should actively support, lead by example. We have access to resources, providing necessary tools and resources to achieve organizational goals and objectives. So you see, open communication, encourage transparent communication in dialogues within teams and regular town hall meeting and feedback. So you see, that's four. And then five is recognition and reward. That's total rewards and acknowledging contributions to motivate staff, employee of the month program, recognizing exceptional performance. Then align alignment with values. These organizational goals should resonate with employees' personal values, and also alignment with values. Also, the organizational goals should resonate with. So both of them should work hand in hand, mutually exclusive. So the organizational goals should meet the employees' goals, and the good players' goals should meet the organizational goals. So they must be on the same page. So this is it, and this is the end of review questions. I wish you good luck.